8 January 2016, Nakhon Ratchasima, Thailand. As a registered Republican for over 50 years, I want to thank my party for probably being the dumbest example of American values that we've ever seen since day one, probably, of when our Constitution was first signed. I can't believe how stupid the party has been in regard to several issues. Not about immigration, of course. I agree with the stance on immigration totally. But the stance on Planned Parenthood. That organization has helped millions of women who have a very real problem, each and every one of them, in dealing with tragic personal circumstances, whether an inadvertent pregnancy developed, a woman was raped, whether in matrimony she became pregnant and the family either cannot afford a baby or does not want one. The decision to abort the baby, to abort the fetus, is not an easy one for anybody. It's not easy for the newspapers that are covering this issue, not easy for the legislatures who are discussing it, not easy perhaps for some of the leadership in any party that's dealing with the issue, either pro or con. But most of all, it's most difficult for the women involved, the ladies who are pregnant because of possibly rape, possibly because of failure to use birth control, possibly because of failure to plan better in their family finances and circumstances. Whatever the reason was, the presence of that fetus in the woman's womb is the business of her and her family. It's not my business. It's not your business. It's not the president's business. It's not the legislature's business. It's not the Supreme Court's business. It's the business of that woman, whether she wants to abort the fetus or whether she wants to let it go through to maturity and then have a baby and take care of it. None of these things are easy considerations, and if you think they are, you're just being ridiculous. And the same with the decision to abort the fetus. It cannot be an easy decision, but whoever makes it, let them find their peace with God and with whatever morality that they subscribe to. It's not our business, so let's stay away from it. So this entire issue is completely blasted out into the open by Planned Parenthood recently, who I guess has made available to the Hillary Clinton campaign another $20 million, which is certainly going to hurt the Republican cause. There's no question about it. The Republicans could have stayed out of this rut and either themselves been given equal treatment as the Democrats in any funding by Planned Parenthood, but instead they went off on the limb. Not only went against the wind, but they've gone against every single value that Americans have had since the beginning of our nation. That is, to stay out of other people's business and to become self-dependent and make your own choices and to live with them. If we don't allow our fellow Americans to live with their own choices, then we are taking this nation that our forefathers founded, and we're creating a wreck out of it. So, and Republicans at the moment seem to be at the vanguard of doing this best. So it's very, very unfortunate the Republican Party took this stance regarding Planned Parenthood. So it looks like we're going to have a Democrat for president this coming November, and a lot of the fault, including a knee-jerk fear about shutting down the government because if you're balking against Democrat initiatives in Congress, whatever it is, the Republicans have lost their resolve. They've lost their minds in many cases, and they're relying on old, outdated, often nonsensical principles that went out when the Polaroid camera went out. It's time to change.